So, good evening, or should I say, good afternoon to the side of the world. It's me, the Lock Robster, the MNL48, bring you a new vlog. Yes, and before I get started on that vlog, today is December 16th, 2022, and it is my birthday today. Yay! I'm no longer 48, I'm now 49. So, yeah. So, there you go. Yes, I'm quite old, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. And also, in conjunction with my birthday, I'm also celebrating, um, how do I call this? Uh, the 4th year anniversary of my release of my first MNL48 vlog, which is how I became an MN Love back in 2018. Yeah, so actually the release date was 2015 when I uploaded it. Yeah, so it's a day before my birthday, so I'm also celebrating it here with you guys regarding this. And I'd like to celebrate it by giving you my new Oshi list. Yes, this is technically my fifth Oshi list. Yes, and I guess you may ask, why do I need a new Oshi list? Wasn't the last one that I did way back in was April and May of this year enough? Well, I would like to always do a new Oshi list, especially if there are some members who are part of my Oshi list either graduated from the group. Yeah, so um, it's kind of like hard, I guess, because I guess it's easy to say that, oh, if she leaves, then everybody ranks up. Yeah, well, true. That's what I would usually do. But then I decided to release an official Oshi list. So because sometimes you get to know members, much better than others, and some would rank down and some would rank up. And in this case in point, a lot of members ranked up, making my top 16 Personal Senbatsu for the very first time. Yes, and yeah, and it's almost in a way making it fair, I guess, and also uh, I kind of have a theme for this Oshi list because rather than oh, I like this member, I like this member, it's more like which members have gotten to know me. I mean, for the better, maybe not for the worse, but for the better. Especially ever since I've joined Kumu and watching their Kumu lives. I guess you can say they've gotten to know me a lot, even though it's not face to face. Though we do face to face when that virtual handshake comes up, and it's nice that some of the members call me by my real name. Okay, Robbie or Kuya Rob, Sir Rob, Boss Rob. That sort of feeling. It's almost a kind of recognition to know that I'm just not a fan, but perhaps maybe a friend, like that. So that's how I like to create my Oshi list this way. Okay. And actually, earlier, um, I did a Kumu live earlier, and I revealed almost like a sneak peek of my Oshi list there with those who watched it. So to those who weren't there, okay, so this is the first time you're gonna see it. Okay, unless that someone actually leaked it out, or I myself leaked it out to certain people, unless you don't know how the MN Love grapevine travels. But yeah, so so this whole video is about this my new Oshi list now. So it's gonna be technically my fifth Oshi list. Okay, so yeah, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, so for I'm gonna do it in, you call it ascending order from 1 to 16. Yeah, make it easy that way, I guess. Yeah, on the Kumu live I did it backwards, you know but then it wasn't a big surprise when I revealed my who my number one is, my rank one or my top Oshi. Yeah, always remember, okay, for all those who know me, I only have one Kami Oshi, and that's Quincy right here. Yeah, she's only my Kami Oshi forever. Anyone who's ranked one is who I call my top Oshi. Yeah, that's the title I've given her, and that title belongs to this lady, Princess. Yes, MNL48 Princess. Yeah, so she's officially um, my top Oshi. Yeah, as I renewed my Oshi list. Yeah, and Princess really has quite a journey um, in making my making my number one ranking, as she started out in my past Oshi list, uh, and there have been four of them. Yeah, uh, she's always been in my top eight. Yeah, the first one she was ranked eight, and then when I released my second one, she was I believe she was number four. Yeah, number four. Then later on, the next Oshi list was three, and then later two. Okay, yeah. And now on my fifth release of my Oshi list, she's officially top one. Yeah, or my top Oshi. Yes. So yeah, so quite a journey for her, and and she really hung in there. Unlike some other members of Oshi list, they were kind of like seesaw. So it's back and forth on my Oshi list. But yeah, but for Princess, she's well deserved of that, and I'm happy to that she's one of my Oshis, and she really hung in there through thick and thin. Okay, so always keep supporting Princess for all those vampires out there. Okay, it's the name of her fan club. Okay, so moving on, let's go to my rank two. Yeah, rank two. And hang on, let me look for it. I decided to go through my album on my Facebook page. If you're Facebook friends with me, I'm pretty sure all my albums there, well, maybe not all the albums, are public. And I actually have an album of all the individual members, collecting screenshots of them. Back then, I used to have them all in one album, but then it got harder for me to arrange the photos, the screenshots, and then so I decided, I just make everyone an individual album, so it's much easier. Okay, so my rank two, and she also ranked up. Okay, hang on, let me look. Oh, it's a good picture of her right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So rank two, she's actually a first gen also, and had also quite a journey because on my first Ocean she didn't even rank. Okay, and I believe in the second Ocean I don't think she ranked in either. She only showed up on my third Ocean list. But anyway, yeah, let me show you here. Okay, here we go. So this is who's ranked two. She was previously ranked three, but she deserved to be ranked two, and it is, oh, there you go, Dana. There you go. Good look. There you go, Dana. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so Dana ranks two, and she deserves that rank as she's really a kind and warm-hearted individual. And we know her. How do you call this? Her charity work, and I've really gotten to know her a lot, especially how a hardworking uh, person she is. She really works hard, and I'm glad that she's getting the exposure uh, within the group now. Because back then she always seems to be hanging in the background, but now it's almost like the spotlight is shining on her. Okay, so she definitely deserves rank two, among other reasons. Okay, all right. So moving on to rank three. Let us see. Okay, hang on. Oh, here we go. Okay, so rank three. This she's actually from the third generation. Okay, yeah. So kind of like matches rank three for the third generation, 3-3, like that. And she is quite the girl, quite the member, I should say, because she is really fun to talk with. Okay, to talk or chat, you know, on those combo lives, and I didn't really expect to have to have that kind of, like you say, uh, maybe I should say, a relationship in a way, yeah, with this particular member, because she has this charisma. Yeah, I should say she's quite charismatic. And let's see if I can find a nice photo of her in this album right here. Okay. Oh, this one. I like this one. Okay, so rank number three is from the third generation, ML48 Rhea. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, so you would say that she's the number one most liked member, at least in my opinion, of the third generation. Yeah, for me anyway. Yeah, because she is quite, quite the unique girl. Because she was actually the last member among all the girls when I got into Kumo last year. The last member I got to watch her live stream, and from that first moment, it's like it's kind of different. It's kind of different the way especially when we were chatting or talking like that. She seems to be very interested um, in me, maybe because I'm from overseas, and some of these members, are kind of surprised of having you should say, a an overseas fan, okay, of them. Yeah, so I guess that's part of it. That I guess she Rhea sort of focused on me like that. But then, like I said, she has this thing, like a charisma that you can't seem to let go, and you want to get to know her uh, in some way, uh, like that. And also, she's like they always say she's the I call this the look of LJ Reyes look-alike. Yeah, but in certain photos, I think I described this in my last Oshi list when she ranked. Her previous rank was actually 11. She ranked number 11. Yeah, on my last Oshi list, but now she's really ranked up to number 3, and she deserves it because she's very nice, and she used to call me Boss Rob, but I guess that was she got it from another MN Love who calls me Boss Rob, and she went through that phase, but then she just calls me Kuya Rob now, which is, still okay. But that's one of the reasons, I guess, I want to put a theme on this Oshi list on those girls who really get to call me that, because in a way they know me for that particular reason. Okay, yeah. And yeah, and going back to that, the way I mentioned it regarding Rhea, uh, in each photo I see of her, she's always different. It's a different look, or a different, like, that's not the same girl, but she has in different angles. She looks different in each angle, like that. Yeah, and that's kind of like how you should say unique Rhea is. Yeah, so it definitely deserves rank at number 3. Okay, so moving on, rank 4. Okay, yeah, let's see if I can pull her up quickly. Okay. Yeah, you have to excuse me. I'm going through my albums right now. Like, it's just so many of them. Okay, so looking for my rank 4 girl here. Ah, there she is. Okay, yeah, let's pull a nice one. Okay, just so many. That's why. Ah, okay, just go. I think that's perfect. Okay, so rank 4 on my new Osh list. Okay, and I believe she still remains a rank 4 from my last Osh list. It is ML48 Gia. Okay. Sometimes I slip out and just say Gia because I think it sounds more smoother that way. But I guess if you want to call Gia then. Okay, yeah. So Gia, I would say, yeah, one of the most beautiful members. Yeah, on the group. And actually, I believe was it back in 2020 or 2021, where they were asking for nominations for the most beautiful 100 most beautiful faces of Asia, and I actually nominated Gia in that for that ranking. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but yeah, I was kind of like, I was proud of her because she really has this look, even though she seems um, um, not confident in her looks. But it's really how other people perceive you of how beautiful you are, and definitely Gia, you are beautiful. That's really coming from the heart. And I'm glad I've got to know you more on Kumu. Especially, it's funny how uh, she found out how Robbie Mendoza, and Lock Robster are the same person because I guess she thought they're two separate people, and when I told her, she was kind of surprised. Yeah, because she remembers me from the virtual handshake event when we met face to face virtually, of course, for the first time. Yeah. So there you go. So Gia, rank 4. You did not move. At least you did not go down. At least you stayed right there. Okay. So there you go. That's Gia for rank 4 on my Oshi list. Okay, going to rank 5. Okay. And this might not be a surprise to every one of you. And she's actually ranked up as well. Okay, and she's a constant, she's been constant on my Oshi list as well. She started out as rank 14 on my first one, and then went up to, I believe, rank 12. Yeah, rank 12 the next. Oh, wait, the second, I think she dropped actually. During my second Oshi, she dropped to 18. Yeah, but then she ranked back up on my third Oshi list, I believe at number, I think she ranked at number 12. Yeah. And then the following one, the fourth Oshi list, she ranked number 8. Okay, so yeah. So let us see who is rank 5 on my Oshi list. And I could say she's cute. Cute as a button. Okay. And let me find a good picture of her here. Okay. Ah, this one's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so rank 5. Okay, from her previous rank was not rank 7. She was actually rank 7. Yeah, she was in my cam 7. And now she jumps up 2 spots from rank 7. It is MNL48 Gem. Okay, yes, she's now rank 5. Okay, yeah, quite the journey uh, for one of the, you should say, smartest members of MNL48. Yeah, yeah, I didn't say petite. I said smart. But yeah, and she is quite smart, and I believe, yeah, she graduated already. Congratulations to you, Jem. And congratulations that you still remain on my Oshi list. At least you didn't go down. But yeah, and I guess that's because, of that Kumo live stream. That's why the Kumo live streams I've been watching of her, and it's funny uh, how she calls me like, "Oh, Michael, you're off," like that. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah, I guess that's how she is. I mean, she says it to the other fans as well. But yeah, it's almost like a very, makes it very personal. Very personal note on a particular fan, especially me. Okay, so thank you, Jem, for being who you are. Okay, okay, never change. All right. Okay, going to rank 6. Okay, see if I can find her here. A moment. Okay, the one who ranks number 6 is third gen. Okay, so you'd be surprised how many third gens actually made my top 16 personal senbatsu. Okay, so let me see if I can pull her up here. Okay, you guys might have an idea who it is. Okay, oh, not now. Okay, good. All right, there you go. Okay, let's find a good picture of her. Well, I think that's good enough. Okay. All right. Okay. So she actually ranked 12 on my last Oshi list. Yeah. And I believe she was also she was on my third Oshi list. I think she was ranked either 14 or 15. Yeah. Can't remember exactly. But then she ranked number 12 during the last one. And now today she ranked number 6. Quite a jump. And that is ML48 Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna, another third gen. Yes, and she's quite the, you should say, really sweet girl. Yeah, and she's very respectful because she calls me Sir Rob on when I enter whenever I'm on her live streams, and that she always gives really a warm welcome when, even though I'm late, I just enter there and I said, Sir Rob, nandiyan kayo. Yeah, that kind of feeling, and oh man, she gives a very special welcome like that, and it's very funny how she's evolved into this girl that it's quite irresistible because back then when I first saw her, okay, because back then I didn't really pay attention to the third generation much, you know, and when she and others ranked in, I believe they did that YouTube video where they introduced the members who made it into the main group, and Rihanna was one of them. And to me, first glance, at least first impression for me, and she looked quite, how do you call this, mature, yeah, quite mature, quite old, because older. You say she has this old look to her, mature look. I guess that's a much better word. And then when I heard her voice on that introduction video on the YouTube where they introduced the members, as I mentioned, who ranked in the group. She has this, I should say, she has this cute voice. Yeah, almost, as cute or maybe even cuter than Carla's voice. Yeah, she has this small voice. That, whoa, okay, it's kind of like, I'm surprised that, wow, that's how she sounds like. It's quite, taken aback by it. Okay. And I got even more taken aback when I first watched her Kumu live stream, and yeah, and she admits it herself. She's kind of weird. Yeah, I found her kind of weird. Yeah, maybe not Miho weird, but she's a weird girl in herself because she kept going, "Ay, mga paring, you're pare, pare." She kept saying that. I was like, "What is this girl saying like that?" But yeah, and then later on, when I got used to watching her, she kind of, changed a bit. Maybe she was doing that act, uh, that on that particular day for the fans, and then um, yeah, I kind of mellowed out on her and see how much of a, you could say, sweet and hardworking person she is too. Yeah, and she's in college now, and she hasn't been doing a lot of live streams because she's been busy in college, and I know that just recently she wasn't able to be part of the Christmas concert with MNL48 because she got sick. And uh, and I should say this, that your health is more important than doing live streams. So yeah, so kiddo, get well soon, okay? And see you on Kumu once again when you're feeling fine. Okay, there you go. All right, so that's rank 6, Rihanna. Okay, for rank 7, okay, that closes up that will close up my Kami 7. Number 7, okay, is another third gen. Yeah, and this girl, I'm gonna wait, try to pull her up quickly. Okay, okay, and this girl is also you should say amazing. The way how she could fish, you know, could fish fans because of the way she runs her live stream. Yeah, it's like there's always a goal, and then once again, it's almost like the same thing as Rhea. And I think I didn't mention to Gem. Gem's also quite charismatic as well, and so is she. Okay, and there she is. Okay, and yeah, and she's you could say the youngest member of ML48 at this time. Yeah, at the moment, and probably you guys know what I'm talking about now that I gave out that clue. Okay, let's pull up a nice picture of her right here. Okay, now let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, here we go. Okay, so number 7, closing out my Kami 7. Okay, and she ranked up. She actually ranked number 16 on my last Oshi list, and now she's on my top 7. It is si Mahal, si Rachel. Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Rachel, on making Kami 7. Yeah, and yeah, and she always calls us Mahal like that, and now she's given us the terms of BFF. This and now I'm actually Ninong Rob. So if I'm Ninong, then that's my inaanak. Okay. And like I said, she really plans out her live streams in a way in which she's trying to reach a goal, and when to reach that goal, she has to do whatever that goal means. I don't remember earlier Kumo lives when I finally got to watch her. And well, actually, the first live stream I actually watched her was on her birthday. Okay, which was December 22. Yeah, so that was the first time I got to see Rachel there, and yeah, so she's very charismatic as well, very amazing. I guess you should say very enthusiastic and very loud. Okay, yeah, and that's it's like you can't get your eyes off her when you're in her lunch. You can't leave. Well, some people leave. But yeah, if I leave, I have to ask permission to leave. That's how much Uh, I want to, being in her live stream, yes, yeah. I know she did the magic trick once when she reached 100K goal, yeah. And as a matter of fact, on December 18th, since all the Kumo lives will end of all the members on December 18th, she's going to be celebrating her birthday live on that last day, 18. And I plan to be there and see see what happens there. But I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So we'll see what happens during her birthday. What she has cooked up for us. Okay. So that's Rachel for you at rank 7. Okay. So going up to rank 8. Okay. Hang on. Let me make sure I got it right. Okay. You have to excuse me. I'm double checking just to make sure. Yeah. So do you guys go through the rankings as well, especially when members go away? You know. But yeah. Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me just double check this. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So let me look for the picture of this girl. She's on rank 8. She's also another third gen. See, I'm telling you right now, a lot of surprises here on this particular vlog for that Oshi list. Okay, let's find her. I know I should have gotten this ready, but uh, sometimes being unscripted, an unscripted vlog and being spontaneous is seems much easier, I guess you should say. Okay, let's find a good picture of my rank 8 girl here. Oh yeah, that one. Let's find this one. This one. Okay. So yeah, so my rank 8, a uh, third generation member, and she also ranked up. She was actually previously number 14, rank 14. Yeah, on my last Oshi list, and now she rank 8, and that is MNL48 Kath. There you go. Yes, Kath. Yeah, she's almost like a, how do you call this? An old soul as well. Almost kind of like the same maturity that she brought to the group, along with what Liza and Rihanna and G brought. Okay, and as a matter of fact, yeah, she, I believe I mentioned this before, that she was the first third gen member I watched a live stream at, and she's, particularly unique girl as well, you know, and sometimes she can be serious sometimes, or I mean, you don't. Sometimes you're not really sure if she's being serious or not, and and she's quite, how to call this, persuasive at times. Yeah, and I really like her. You know, this kind of her personality, in a way. Yeah, and sometimes she has this, um, things that if she, what they call tampo, like that, and she always goes, through that in her live streams with some fans and maybe with me too. But yeah, that's I guess you could say her personality, her charming personality, I should say. Yeah, and she's also very appreciative with those fans who with the fans with Emin loves, with me, uh, when we help her and things, especially the campaign, and that's what actually one of her live streams was. I actually helped her on her campaign. Yeah, and I should also thank her because, but remember, I think Rihanna. I think I didn't mention this. Yeah, Rihanna. When I first went on her live stream, she kept calling me Lobster because Lock Robster, but she just pronounces it Lobster, and it's through Kat that she actually called me Kuya Rob. Yeah, because we were told Kat that, oh, you can call me Kuya Rob, so it's easier for her to say rather than Lock Robster because it's quite a tongue twister, and from that, yeah, it evolved to from Sir Rob in Rihanna's perspective, and I have to thank Kat for that. Okay, yeah. So thank you, Kat, for being at rank 8. Okay, let's move on to rank 9. And surprise, surprise, rank 9 is another third gen member. Okay, and with regards to maturity, as I've been mentioning here on this blog regarding those members, let me pull up which of those members are. Which member is at rank 9? Yes. Okay. Okay, let's find a good picture of her here in the album. Okay. You could say that she took over the fashionista title, from Belle. Previously, I had Belle ranked as my number one fashionista of ML48. And now she inherited that rank. And, she's quite, mature in a sense, even though she seems to, mm, uh, she's not sure about that. But yeah, okay, let's see if I can pull a nice one up here. Okay, sorry for waiting, guys, but we need to find a good one. Okay, not that one. She always wears a face mask. Okay. Oh wait, let's just use this one. Okay, yeah. Her Kingham check uniform. Okay. God. As you see, I'm struggling. There's so many screenshots over here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, there you go. So rank number 9 is L48G. Yeah, G. Okay. As I mentioned, one of the most fashionable persons on ML48, fashionable members of ML48, as well as another beautiful face. And as I mentioned, the maturity. She brings a maturity uh, within the group when she first joined, and I kind of mentioned that to her in one of her Kumo lives. Yeah, and even though she's kind of like humble about it, because from what she said that she could not, how do you call this? Well, I guess sometimes all idols are like that. Sometimes they can't show the real personality. They have to play a part in it to be, to be in line with what the group is supposed to be. Yeah, like that. But I'm sure she'll get a chance. Maybe she already has, and maybe people did not notice that, but I certainly have. But yeah, and I'm sure everything will work out for you, G. And I really appreciate you for being part of the group, and you really bring a new dynamic to the group when you are there. Okay, and thank you for always being nice to me there. I think she also calls me Ninong Rob as well. But yeah, so thank you, G. Then I really got to know you. Okay, so at rank 10, okay, all right. For something different, she's actually a first gen member, and hang on, first gen member, and this is actually her first time to be part of my uh, top 16 Senbatsu, and I believe she deserves it a lot, as she's been one of those, you could say, lower tier members. I decided to give a, you know, uh, because of her recognition she gives me every time when we meet at the virtual handshake event. She always reminds me of that time when I gave her, I did a reaction video on her one of her lives. Okay, and I'm talking about the gamer girl at rank 10, Andy. There you go. Yes, Andy. There you go. Or so I gave her a nickname, Stanley Garcia. Yeah. I'd rather call her gamer girl. Yeah, a little bit, there, a little bit of what her personality is. Yeah. So yeah. So lives I'm talking about was the Facebook lives when they were still doing Facebook lives way back then, and this way back in 2018, 2019, and I think I was only able to do a reaction to it. I think in 2020, something like that, around that time. Yeah, and she always remembered me through that reaction, and that was my, I should say, my only spotlight for her, and she was very appreciative that I did that for her, like that, did that reaction video, uh, to show what she is like, and what I what appealed me to her, like that, and and I guess that sort of thing that I did appealed me to her. Am I making any sense? But yeah, anyway, I wanted to give recognition to that, for Andy, for even way back then she really knew my name. Okay, as not just as Lock Robster. But yeah, and I like to, yeah, give recognition where recognition is due, and she really deserves that recognition, especially that she's finally got that spotlight she needed when she got voted into the No Way Man Senbatsu. And now, Andy, you're now in my top 16 personal Senbatsu. Congratulations. Okay, at rank 10. Okay, rank 11. Okay, she's also a first generation member, and she is also a first time top 16 personal Senbatsu. Okay, and let me see if I can find her quickly here. And to all those old M and loves, she actually had a look-alike. A look-alike. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about now. Now that I mentioned that, she had a look-alike member here within the group. Okay, and look for a picture here of her. Okay, and there we go. And so let's just get on with it. So the rank 11, it is MNL48 Mari. Yay! Welcome back, Mari. Well, welcoming as in she came back to the group after almost over a year, yeah, of graduating, and then she came back, which is quite, you could say, the comeback story. Since uh, there's a lot of missed opportunities for me to meet her, especially during the first virtual handshake event. I did not give, use the opportunity to meet her, in a sense, but I really did get to know her a bit when she did her Kumu lives, not when she wasn't a member. Yeah, and I got, you know, I got to go up on her Kumu live because I guess she asked me to sing for her, like that. And I'm not really a good singer. not really, really good singer. Believe me, my family would probably disown me if I kept doing that. Singing, I'm really a bad singer, honestly. Yeah, but I had to stretch my leg there. Okay, yeah. And, I decided to sing this song. I actually have a video of that on my YouTube channel. Me singing this particular song. I call this "I Like You and You'll Know It." Yeah, and I sang that for her, and she was very, it was very kind, you know, very kind, and uh, I'm not sure if the word impressed is right, but I was able to sing that for her, and then I was able to come up on her lives another two times and sang for her as well. And it's funny, I actually practice these songs first before actually going to her live and then sing for her because I guess I said that I promised to sing for her again the next time I go up at her live. Yeah. So yeah, I think the second song was Charlie Puth's song. Let's see, was that title? Uh, Wait, some type of love. Yeah, that's the second one, and the third one was a song "That Thing You Do." Yeah, from the movie. Yeah, a movie that she did not get to see because she wasn't born yet. So guys, look that up. Yeah. So during those times, yeah, I got to know her in that manner, and then I was really surprised that she decided to go back with the group. Okay. So just a sad note of that. Now that she's back with the group, now I can't just go up there. It's not allowed anymore for us fans to go up now that she's back with the group. But yeah, and knowing her in that manner was quite a I guess a good way of uh, of of knowing her, her personality and her appeal, and that's why she is ranked 11. ML48 Mari. Okay, congratulations, Mari. Okay, going to number 12. Okay, and make sure I got it right. Okay, yes. Okay. So let me double check again. Uh-huh. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. All right, so at rank 12, let me look for a picture here. Okay. I know this vlog is getting longer than expected, but that's what I used to do in the when I first started vlogging about MNL48. I don't really care about about time frames. Okay, if you guys want to watch me, you have to watch the whole thing. That's basically what my content is. Okay, so let's get here. Find a nice picture of my rank 12 girl. Okay, here you go. So rank 12. Oh, first time in my Senbatsu, and also a third gen member. It is ML48 Liza. Okay. Yes, that's at rank 12. Yeah. So once again, uh, me seeing her for the first time, and being part of the main group now. As I mentioned, that Rihanna, Kath, G, and her brought a sort of maturity into the group. Yeah, but what's funny is with Liza is looking at her, watching her in Kumu, I thought she was quite tall. Yeah, especially in her photos, it looks that she's tall. Turns out she's not. When I found out what she's that height, she's I think like around 5 feet in height. So she's technically part of Team Gasul. Shaki's Team Gasul. Yeah, which kind of surprised me. Wow, really? Okay, so that I guess you could say looks could be deceiving. And like I said, I saw her as quite one of these mature-looking members. To give that new kind of image with ML48. Yeah, and she kind of is almost like Cat too. She's kind of like an old soul as well. She seems to talk more. You could say maybe wisely. Yeah, is the right term for it. They talk more wisely, and that kind of like gives the image of uh, being the old soul character of ML48. But yeah, and it's not bad that uh, I'm sure I did include that. Yeah, but her sister, her younger sister is cool too. Okay, so that's rank 12, Liza. Okay, okay, so let's move on to rank 13. Okay, let me make sure. Make sure we got. Okay, one moment. I'm finally drawing a blank right now. Okay. Oh, okay, now I remember. Okay, all right. Now I'm getting it. Okay. So my rank 13 girl, first time in her in my senbatsu, my personal senbatsu, and she is the a second generation member. Yes, and I've gotten to grow on her because when and my first impression of her was that very good at all. Okay, and she's suddenly grown on me because of her antics like that, and she kind of like uh, gives me recognition as well. Okay, because I don't know, because I guess she wants that same recognitions that she got from her fellow members from me, and she wants that you know a part of it as well. So that's why she is you know quite the character, you should say. So rank 13 goes to ML48 Amy. Yes, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, first time in the personal Senbatsu, as I mentioned. Yeah. So yeah. So I said, she's first impression of me that she was kind of like, how do you call this, a ditz. Kind of like yung magulo, makulit. When she first got in, when I first got to see her on interactive live. Yeah, and I think she has bad eyesight or something like that because she used to squint at the screen to read something on the monitor like that, and that kind of annoyed me about her. Yeah, and they say that she's kind of annoying character as well. But then later on, as the days, the months, the years go by, uh, Amy, I could say she's a loud character as well. But then she's sort of sweet as well, especially when I did a spotlight reaction video for her, and she found it very cute. Yeah, and because of her, a lot of her fans got to know me as well and became, I guess you say, subscribers on my channel, just because of that particular spotlight. And it was a funny video, it was a funny video that she did that made me, you know, you could say admire her in a way, because of her, because of that character of hers. She likes to laugh a lot, yeah, like that, and yeah, and she really calls me Queer Robin because like I mentioned, she likes to be uh, part of that circle with which she was part of, like the team battle, JD and Ruth. And she gets to want to be part of that. Yeah, yeah, and still up to now, even though watching those live streams, still sometimes scared of going into her live stream because she really knows how to like fish people and make boodle to say that in the least of it, make boodle to get gifts from us. Yeah, but yeah, and that's how she is. That's how her personality is, and how how she people are drawn to her, and no mistaking it. That's why she's ranked 13 on my Oshi list. Okay, moving on to rank 14. Okay, and rank 14. Okay, so maybe I should do a separate ranking for this one, like the most beautiful faces of ML48. And she is definitely has one of the beautiful faces as well. Still is. And especially if you watch her live streams, it's almost hypnotic in a way. Okay, so let us go find a picture of her. Okay, hang on. Let's find a good picture of her. Okay, I think this one should do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so rank 14. She actually went down. She actually previously ranked on my last Oshi list. She ranked number 2. But now she ranked now number 14. I know it's quite a downgrade, but at least she's still in there. Unlike some other members who dropped out of the 16. But yeah, still 14, still hanging on there. So just keep hanging on there, girl. Okay, at rank 14, it is Diane. Yeah, Diane or Diane. I like to call her Diane. Much like the way same way Gia to Gia. I like to call him Gia. Okay. Or Diane, I like to call her Diane. Okay, like that. Diane. Okay, yeah. So yeah, as you can see, her face is like quite very pretty and pretty face. And it's quite hypnotic, especially if you're watching her Kumu lives, as I mentioned. It's like you can't take your eyes off her like that. And I guess she has that qualities of getting to fish fans to her. A charismatic way of her charisma is what really draws a lot of people, and she's quite the girl too. I believe, quite kind and very friendly, like that. And I remember saying that during her first Kumo lives when I was watching it, it wasn't really the way her format is at the beginning wasn't really interesting, and then she kind of like changed it to what it is now, like showing off her beauty and that beauty being quite hypnotic. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm sure it might be to some others as well. That's why you know we are now Oshis of Dian, and thank God she's still part of my personal Senbatsu at rank 14. Okay, that's Dian for you. Okay, at rank 15. Okay, and it's actually a third generation member again. See, I told you, these third gens are really getting up there. And I guess it's because that, getting to know them on Kumu and for them being the new members on the block, okay, and getting to, reach out to fans and all like that. I guess they have the advantage, and being the younger, you say the youngest, or you say the fresh members uh, of the group. So yeah, and my saying she's a third gen, and you could say she's one of the tallest members uh, of the group. I'm pretty sure I already gave out who it is to those mm, to those who know her. So at rank 15, it is ML48 CJ. Okay, let's get a good call. CJ. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So for CJ, she also has this unique voice as well. Unique voice. Maybe not on par of cuteness regarding with Carla's voice or Rihanna's voice, but she has this kind of like tone to it, or you might say kind of like an accent in a way, which kind of like made it unique. Yeah, made it unique in itself, the way it sounds. And yeah, and you can say she's a fun-loving girl as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure she's sporty. because he plays basketball and volleyball. Okay, and I guess why she ranked in is because she's one of these members that sometimes, on Kumu Lives, you have to pick and choose who you have to go to. And sometimes she falls off the wayside because, I like more members than her, like that. But what surprises me is every time I go into her live, she says, "Oh, Kuya Rob, nandito ka uli. I miss you," like that. That's kind of like really heartwarming to hear from a person to say that they miss you. Like, even though we haven't really met face to face besides the virtual handshake event. But yeah, she really appreciates those people who go into her live streams. And yeah, and I'm one of those people, and I'm glad she got to call me Kuya Rob as well. And I guess that's from, being friends with the other third gen, I guess. So because I'm the third gen, like Rachel and Rhea and G and Rihanna, they call me by my first name. And I guess that in turn, nahawa, kumbaga. Yeah, that's why CJ, and it's very another one of the sweet girls, and very creative, very artistic, and she really likes to show improvement in herself regarding that, and that's why she's ranked 15. Okay, lastly, going into my final to close out my top 16 personal senbatsu. Okay, so the uh, the one who ranks top not at rank 16 is this girl. Okay, she's also a third gen member. All right, so surprise once again. Third gen really raked it in here on my senbatsu. Okay, my first senbatsu. Okay, so yeah, so she's a very charming girl. No pun intended, but here is rank number top six on my rank 16 charm. Okay, so this is very surprising for me for charm. Yeah. As we got once again, as I mentioned earlier regarding CJ, she's one of those members that I hardly, among the few that I watch few lives on. Yeah, and what do you call this? At first glance, first impression on Charm, I thought she was quite small, okay, short or something like that, because the way she looks, because she looks young like that, and just from the looks of it on her Kumusar, I thought she was short, but then later I realized she's quite tall. Okay, she's quite tall. Maybe not, maybe as tall as me. Yeah. Okay, I should say maybe if she's in heels, then she's taller than me. Yeah, like that. So that's kind of surprising. Almost like an opposite way of how I saw her and Liza. I saw Liza as tall. Turns out she was short. I thought Charm was short. Turns out she was taller. Okay, like that. And what when I first entered live stream, I guess I'm not sure. I didn't really make any waves or anything like that. Yeah, and she's quite cute. I have to admit that. As a matter of fact, she actually looks like one of the members of AKB48 Team 8. Yeah, Nagisa Nagi Sakaguchi. I think that's her name. Nagi. That's her name. She kind of looks. She has almost like the same facial features of Charm. Okay. Yeah. So and I wasn't really making any waves or anything like that. And like I said, she's one of the least members that I watched Kumo Lives on. And I think one day on this particular Kumo Live, she suddenly started calling me Kuya Rob. Okay, like that, Kuya Rob or Kuya Rob. It's kind of surprised me because she always called me as Lock Robster, like that. And I guess that's one of the influences of her third gen batchmates. Yeah, CJ, Rhea, Rachel, G, Rihanna, like that. And she started calling me on that one. And as a matter of fact, on the virtual handshake event, the one that just passed recently, and I got to meet her for the first time. Yeah, and she was very happy because she wasn't there during the last VHSE, which was back in March. Yeah, so This one was in November, and she wasn't there. I think she was sick or something like that. So on this one, finally meeting her for the first time, and she's quite happy to see me and all that. And I'm very happy to see her as well introduced. And she really gave me quite the impression on that virtual handshake event. Yeah, because because she's famous for doing this like that. Okay, and as as my time with her was closing, I got to tell her to go me home, do it for me, and she did that, and oh yeah, that really blown my mind. Really blown my mind that she actually did it for me. Yeah, so that's quite the fan service, and with her, I guess finally getting to know me a bit through that, and on the Kumu live streams that I visit, you know that I guess she's made an impression on me, and I guess I made an impression on her, and that's why she's quite the Oshi to have. I've had MN loves who are I'm not say quite close with, or really friends with, and their Oshi is charming. So why not? And not only that, she's now part of my top 16 Senbatsu. First time in. Okay. And congratulations, Charm. So there we go. That's my top 16 Senbatsu. I know it took quite a long while for me to do, but it's finally out there. Yeah. And if you'd like to know who the rest of are, so the rest of the Oshi list completely, since top 16 is a Senbatsu, then from the rest are undergirls level. Okay, so let me mention where they are by rank. So Jamie is technically the center of my undergirls, followed by Colleen, then Abby, then Miho, Isabel, Cole, Sheki, Claire, Frances, Clarille, Ella, and Lara. Okay, so that's the 14 member undergirls on my Oshi list. Okay, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And it's nice, to do a vlog that, without time constraints and all that. Just go with the flow, which is one of the, you could say, perils of doing it unscripted. Okay, just spontaneously, which makes it what I believe Jem said, very authentic. Okay, I hope you found that authentic as well. And so, all right, thank you for joining me on this one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to this vlog, and catch you on the next vlog or the next reaction video. Okay, and do my usual intro. God bless, show less. Bye bye.